We're making Southern mac and cheese. Look at all these ingredients. Do you know which one is the secret ingredient? Let me help you. Look at that. It is a roasted chicken base, better than bouillon. And Alfredo. This one right here. Okay, but pretty much this is the basic recipe. Mac and cheese sauce. You definitely want a nice heavy saucepan, otherwise your sauce will burn. So you want to melt your butter first. Once the butter's melted, we're going to add the garlic. Alright, so the garlic. Now don't burn the garlic. That is the key. Otherwise you'll have a burnt taste. Then we're going to add our onion powder, granulated onion. Then we're going to do our black pepper. And our mustard is next. Alright, now here comes the flour. We're making a roux for the mac and cheese. Cook it at medium heat because you don't want it to burn. You know when your roux is done is when the flour on the edge, you see it and how it's bubbling up. Okay, so now we're going to start adding the cream. We stew at medium heat. Now you don't want your roux to be, your mac and cheese to be too thick. You can add milk to it or you can keep it all heavy cream. It's up to you. Everybody's taste bud is different. Now I'm going to lighten up with some milk. Chicken bouillon in here. Secret ingredient number 2 is the Alfredo sauce. Now we're going to bring it up to a little bit higher than medium, but not medium high. We don't want to burn the sauce. Okay, you see how thick that is? Nice flow. That's nice and thick. See how thick this is? Now I'm going to add a little olive oil. Nice, thick and creamy. Now we're going to add the cheese. Mozzarella goes in first. Now this gives you a nice pull. When you dig into the mac and cheese. I love the way how the cheese and stringy. So you can do a different blend of cheese. Ooh, look at that. Nice and stringy. Love it. Yes. So when you see it's too thick, add a little bit more milk. Look at that pole. Nice. Now you can start adding your other cheese in, like your cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cheese. Now you can put all your favorite cheese in there that you like. So this is our sharp cheddar cheese. And then we'll add some more milk to lighten up the sauce. So you want to make sure your cheese is all melted. So you're adding one step at a time. Okay, now once all the cheese melted, add the next batch of cheese in. This is our 3 blend cheese. So pretty much you can use any cheese you like. And if the cheese sauce is too thick, just lighten up with some heavy cream or milk. However you want. If you want to be less calorie, of course add milk. But you want the richness, add heavy cream. So taste as you go. So what you like, you can change it right now at this stage. If you want a little more garlic, pepper, onion, a little more season, a little more chicken broth. That's our key ingredient in this. Oh, look at the pull in that cheese. Delicious. Okay, now we bring the temperature low because we want the cheese melted but not burnt. Because the bottom, you can feel it when you're stirring it. You have to keep stirring it because you don't want it to stick or burn in the bottom of the pot. So this is a little bit more work than your normal mac and cheese sauce, but it's worth it. Every bite, you see that stretch of the cheese? It's going to be so good. That's it. Now we boil the noodle. Okay, you want to boil your noodle 8 to 10 minutes. You want it al dente for the mac and cheese. So you drain the macaroni while it's still nice and hot. See the steam? Then you add your cheese sauce. Don't add all your cheese sauce in at once because you can always freeze your cheese sauce if you don't use it all. I like mine really creamy, so this is just the right amount of macaroni for the cheese sauce. So you like it cheesy, this is a good amount here. Maybe a little more cheese sauce. So you have enough cheese sauce here for another box. So 2 boxes of macaroni for the amount of cheese sauce that we made. Now you don't have to cook it today. You can let it cool, put it in the fridge. And then when you're ready to bake and serve, you can put a layer of cheese on top. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes. You only want to get the cheese sauce bubbly and the cheese melted on top. You don't want to bake it too long, then your macaroni will be really mushy. I put another layer of cheese on top. I would like to add some Ritz cracker crumb on top of my mac and cheese. So I take a sleeve of Ritz cracker and a hammer, and we're just going to pound it out. You can use any cheese you like, extra sharp. I use a Mexican blend 4 cheese and 5 Italian blend cheese. And then now I'm going to add extra crunch and put Ritz cracker crumb on top. I'm just going to do half the side with it so that way you can see with crumb or without crumb. And any big pieces, just break it with your finger. It's okay, that is big chunk. Now we're going to put more cheese on this side. I'm going to cover it up for the first 10 minutes because I don't want my topping to burn. And then the next 15 minutes I want the crumb to be crispy. We're going to bake it at 385 degrees for a 10-minute cover and then 15-minute uncover. Okay, 10 minutes up. It's nice and hot. And I'm going to put it back in the oven. at 400 degrees so it'll be crispy. 8 minutes at 400. You gotta watch your oven, make sure it doesn't burn. My oven's really hot. So beautiful. Let's dig in. See if it's done. Look at that gooey cheese. Now let's see inside where it's crispy. You hear the crunch? I like crispy. This yummy. Time for the taste test. See, I got crispy part and I got cheesy part. Look at the pull of the cheese here. Look at that. So good. Looks so good. See, taste. Mmm. Mmm. It is so good. And don't forget the corn recipe on my channel. Corn and mac and cheese is so good together. Look at the pull, this cheese. The mozzarella is the key to get that nice pull. And all the different blend, you can do extra sharp, whatever you like. Bon appetit. See you in the next video.